Good morning everyone. Today I will discuss this whole chapter of this application of derivative, that is a revision work, important sums of CBSE different years question answers, also some important NCERT questions. So the first question I will start from this tangent normal. Okay, so let's get started with this tangent normal. First question is, this is the short question, that is show that the slope of the tangent, question 1, show that the slope of tangent at any point on the curve x is equal to a into theta minus sin theta and y is equal to a into 1 minus cos theta is cot theta by 2. That you have to show now. Okay, you have to show this. So first thing is we have to find out dy dx. So dx, dy, y and x, it is not related, it is in the parametric form. So we have to write y is equal to a into 1 cos theta. So dy, derivative of y with respect to theta, we have to do this, and cos theta is minus sin theta, before minus sign, so it is a sin theta, and x is equal to a into theta minus sin theta. So here in place of derivative of x with respect to theta, a will be outside, constant term, derivative of theta is 1 and derivative of sin theta is minus cos theta. So here 1 minus cos theta or this sin theta we can break it. Okay, afterwards we will do. Now dy dx. What is that? It is dy d theta divided by dy dx d theta. Dx d theta. So this will be a sin theta by a into 1 minus cos theta. So a will be cancelled. Now use the formula, trigonometric formula, that is this is equal to 2 sin theta by 2 into cos theta by 2. Is it visible that side? Otherwise I have to take the, yes, now it is visible. 2 sin theta by 2 cos theta by 2 by it is sin square theta by 2. So 2 cancelled, 1 sin theta by 2 sin theta by 2 cancelled. It is cot theta by 2. At any point we can say x0, y0 because there is right side is x term is not there. So we can write up to this much. Okay. So I will find out now this question. Find the equation of the normals to the curve y is equal to x cube plus 2x plus 6, which is parallel to the given line. So first thing is slope of normal we will get. So slope of the tangent first we will get. Now dy dx. What is 3x square plus 2. This is slope of tangent. Slope of tangent. Now slope of normal. Slope of normal. This is minus 1 by dy dx. So minus 1 by 3x square plus 2. Again, this slope of normal, actually equation of the normal is parallel to the given line. So what is the slope of normal and what is the slope of the line? These two will be same. Now slope of the line, slope of the given line, what is the line? So I will just express this into y is equal to mx plus c form. So y is equal to x minus x, so minus 1 by 14x minus 4 by 14. So slope of the given line is this. Slope of the given line this is equal to minus 1 by 14. Therefore, what we can write? Now minus 1 by 3x square plus 2 is equal to minus 1 by 14. That is 3x square plus 2 is equal to 14 implies x square is equal to 2. 3x square is equal to 12. Oh, sorry, 3x square is equal to 12. And x square is equal to plus minus 12 by 3. So 4. So x is equal to plus minus 2. X is equal to plus minus 2. Next we need to find out y. We need to find out y. So y is equal to now can you see the board? Y is equal to, if we put plus 2, 2 cube is 8, plus 4, 12, plus 6, 18. Or if we put minus 2, minus 8, minus 4, minus 12, plus 6 is minus 6. Therefore, equation of normal. Two equations we will get. Y minus y1. So this is equal to x minus 1 by 14 into x minus this. Or another one is y plus 6 is equal to minus 1 by 14 into x plus 2. This 2 you have to make it simplified form. Okay, you have to make a simplified form. Next one question I will do from this, increasing and decreasing functions. Okay, so you have to write down, this is question number 3 I am doing. Separate the interval 0 to pi by 2, and in which the function f(x) is equal to sine to the power 4x plus cos to the power 4x is strictly increasing or decreasing. Okay, so first thing is f dash x is required to find out. 4 sine cube x and sine x derivative is cos x. This one I am not writing the sign first. It will be plus 4 cos cube x and derivative of cos x is minus sin x. That's why I have not put the sign before this. And we can take minus 4 sin x cos x common. After taking common this one, we are getting cos square x minus sin square x. Cos square x minus sin square x is cos 2x, and from here 2 sin x cos x is sin 2x. So we are getting sin 2x cos 2x, that is equal to minus sin 4x. Okay, minus sin 4x. Now what you have to do, we know that f dash x equals to 0 you have to make to get the values of x. Now f dash x is equal to 0, which implies minus sin 4x is equal to 0. So what we can get from here, just remember the formulas. If sin n pi is equal to sin x is equal to 0, then x equals to n pi. That means we can write here 4x is equal to n pi. It belongs, that is x equal to n pi by 4. So x equal to either 0, either pi by 4 or either pi by 2. Now the interval is in between this and this, there is pi by 4. So in between 0 to pi by 4, what is minus sin 4x? It is coming positive or negative, that you have to decide. So here minus for minus sin pi by 4, minus sin 4x, Okay, in this interval 0 to x, in this interval it is less than 0. It is less than 0. So this one, in this interval, this less than 0. Therefore, fx is strictly decreasing. Is strictly decreasing. And in next interval, that is pi by 4 to pi by 2, sin 4x is greater than 0, which is that fx is strictly increasing. Strictly increasing. Okay, fx is strictly increasing. Alright. So this is the sum from this application of derivative increasing decreasing function. Now we will do our next question, that is show that the vertical angle of the cone of maximum volume and of given slant height is tan inverse root 2. The semi-vertical angle of the cone. Okay, semi-vertical angle of a cone, that means if we draw the figure of the cone, semi-vertical angle means this one, this total is vertical, this is semi-vertical angle, suppose it is alpha. And this slant height is, if it L is given, so we can write this, if we know this thing, this the base of this triangle, it will be L sin theta or sin alpha, and the height is L cos theta or cos alpha. Okay, so height of the cone is L cos alpha and radius of the cone is L sin alpha. And the volume is maximum, here it is given, that is 1/3 pi r square h. Just put the values, 1/3 pi, in place of r it will be L square sin square alpha, and in place of h it is L cos alpha. So if we simplify, L cube, and it is sin square alpha cos alpha. Now dv d alpha. Okay, the first part is constant, so outside L is also given, means the constant one. Now this one we will use and the formula, this is the product rule. Okay, product rule. So cos alpha unchanged, 2i sin alpha cos alpha, so cos square alpha, plus sin square alpha unchanged, derivative of cos alpha is minus sin alpha. So it is sin cube alpha. Okay. Now sin alpha, if we take common, 1/3 pi L cube. Is the last line visible? Let me check it. Sin alpha, it is 2 cos square alpha minus sin square alpha. So if dv alpha is theta, if dv alpha is theta, okay, up to this much is visible. So next I will just rough few part. Now dv d alpha, to get minimum or maximum actually, for maximum or minimum dv d alpha is equal to 0, which implies sin alpha is equal to 0, that means alpha is equal to 0, that means which is not possible. Alpha, so obviously some angle you have seen only, figure cone if it is, so to form a cone, this angle should be there, some value of alpha should be there, and second part is 2 cos square alpha minus sin square alpha is equal to 0. So tan square alpha is equal to 2 and tan alpha is equal to plus minus root 2, but only root 2 we will write, because minus we will not write, because alpha is acute angle. in acute angle. Okay, next is for these values we have to find out d square v dv square. It is, so I have wrapped that part. Now d2v d alpha 2 v square. So here what was the dv d alpha? Let me write it once more. dv d alpha, it was 1/3 pi l cube twice sine square alpha cos alpha minus sine cube alpha. It was there. Now d square v dx square, the first part will be the same, 1/3 pi l cube, this part is same, and inside this part again this product rule. So sine square alpha is 2 sine alpha cos alpha. So 4 sine alpha, derivative of sine alpha is cos. It will be first is sine square alpha if it is unchanged. Sine square alpha if it is unchanged, that means cos alpha is minus sine alpha. Okay, derivative of cos is minus sine. So 2 sine cube alpha, it is minus. Okay, minus 2 sine cube alpha. And next part we will do is this one, that is plus cos alpha unchanged, 2 cos alpha unchanged, and sine square alpha is 2 sine alpha, derivative of sine alpha is cos alpha. So if you combine it, it will be 4 sine alpha cos square alpha. Okay, 4 sine alpha cos square alpha. And last part minus 3 sine square alpha, and sine alpha is plus cos alpha. Just let me check it once more. It is first part, what was there in the first thing, 2 sine alpha cos square alpha. Just I had a mistake here, sine square I had written, this was square. So 2 sine alpha cos square alpha. Here cos square if it is unchanged, then derivative of sine alpha it will be 2 cos cube alpha. First part is 2 cos cube alpha, and next part is, I am writing here once more, pi l cube outside, as because this is, and plus it will be again the second part here, the second line, twice cos square alpha unchanged, derivative of sine alpha is twice sine alpha unchanged, and twice cos alpha and minus sine alpha. So there minus sign will be there. So minus 4 sine square alpha cos alpha, and this minus 3. So direct I am writing minus 7. And these 1/3 pi l cube and cos cube alpha is plus. So I will be once again discussing on the derivative. Shall I start right now? Cos cube alpha common, 2 minus 7 tan square alpha. Okay, which is negative. Okay, which is negative for alpha is equal to tan alpha is equal to root 2, which is negative for tan alpha. So V is maximum at alpha is equal to tan inverse root 2. V is maximum at alpha is equal to tan inverse root 2. Okay? Okay, boys.